You wanted to see my deck? Here it is. I call this the power plant deck, and you'll see why in a little bit. Time to look at this deck. The cards that make this deck work are Aether Flux Reservoir and Bond of Discipline. Bond of Discipline, it taps all opponent creatures and gives all your creatures lifelink. Aether Flux Reservoir, you gain a life for every spell you cast, and you can pay 50 life to do 50 damage to target player or creature. These two cards are the win condition. One after the other, these things will at least let you kill up to 2 fools, at least. The key to any good deck is having a win condition, and then building something around that win condition, meeting the requirements to get that win condition, or getting to the cards to get your win condition. Bond of Discipline to meet the requirement to have creatures to actually swing out. I have Avenger of Zendikar. Avenger of Zendikar, it comes into play, it creates tokens based on how many lands you control, and every time you play a land, all plant creatures get +1/+1 counter. This will definitely get you the creatures you need to actually be able to swing out with this. All you need to do is play a land afterwards, in which you should actually have stuff in this deck that just put lands on the battlefield tapped. For this side, you need life, so Trostani gains you life based on the creature's toughness that enters under your control. Verdant Sun's Avatar does the same thing. Now, these two together on the field will gain you enough life. Even one of them together will gain you enough life to at least nuke 1 fool. That's why this is called the power plant deck, because this makes plants. I swing out with all the plants, and then this thing nukes fools. Power plant, nuclear power plant. If any of these pieces actually get fucked up, there is a way to solve this. Amaria's Shepherd, its landfall ability is taking cards from the graveyard and putting them into your hand, or if the land was a plains, putting them onto the battlefield straight off. This is also one of the main reasons why you should have Shite that gets you land, puts it onto the battlefield tapped. That way, when this is out, you get them all back. Everything will trigger, and you will definitely have enough life to fire this off at least once, probably 2 times if you're feeling frisky. What if this dies? Body Double will become a copy of any creature in the graveyard. Therefore, all you gotta do is copy Amara Shepherd. Copy Amara Shepherd while it's in the graveyard. Then, just play lands, plains, put this right the hell back. Use the other cards that are based around putting lands on the battlefield and get all your setup back in no time. All you need to do is get some heavy land retrieval and then land play. Last but not least, you have the Commander, Rune of the Hidden Realm. Trample Vigilance, so he can attack while still being able to use his ability, which is blinking shit. That definitely helps you out if you're using it on Avenger Zendikar, because you blink him, you get a shitload of more tokens, and therefore it'll trigger these two's ability to gain you twice as much life. Farhaven Elf, linking it over and over again to just get any land in your deck that's basic, and you can just hit plains. Or if you have this fool, he gets you any land. It doesn't matter what it is, Mossroot Bridge, any land, and just put it onto the battlefield tapped. He's entering big enough to trigger these two guys for their life gain. And you're getting land, so it's working for him, it's working for him, it all goes together nice and smooth. But in the end, you want to nuke these bastards. And that's what you want to do. Swing out with everything you got. Kill one opponent at least, go for killing the second biggest threat, and then you nuke the first biggest threat. You can't go wrong with a deck built like this. You really can't. And if you do, fuck you doing, son. You obviously came out of the womb wrong. I've played this deck and won with this deck. I didn't even have to nuke people. My setup was just so good, and my board building was so fast that I just fuck niggas up on sight, pulled up with the plant gang, pulled up with the squad, the fam, the mafia. Like, I pulled up with the mob, goosed these niggas out. Like, they stood no chance against this. As long as this isn't exiled, you can always get this back. So this can always be an option, as well as your ability to get stuff back with Body Double, because it just copies this bitch, and then your setup immediately returns. Immediately, with all you gotta do is play land, play plains. You fuck them smiley. That's my power plant deck, and that's how it operates. That's the cards that it works on. Peace. Fuck them smiley.